Welcome to The Last Rites. Rob Reiner, Hollywood TV producer, director, and actor, has been found dead alongside his wife in Hollywood. And it turns out the Hollywood Sun might be responsible. Obviously, he's had a pretty good back catalogue there. We'll go and have a look at those in a minute. So, Saturday night, the Rainers, the family Feliz, were at Conan O'Brien's house for a party. Bit of a shindig. Could have been an eyes wide shut thing. Who knows? Turns out the young Nick seems to have been caused a little bit of a fight between him and his old man. Less than 24 hours later, Rob Reiner, his missus, unfortunately no longer with us, knifed, seemingly by a family member. So yeah, also always forget the other victim in this, don't we? Michele Singer Reiner, I believe, is a photographer, both at this party on Saturday. They've had a row and found by another sibling, I believe. I don't know which daughter it was. And there's a family picture here. I assume it's the only daughter in that picture that found them. Isn't that finding your mum and dad? And then knowing immediately it's your loser brother that's done it. Allegedly, I've still got to say at this point. Reiner and his wife apparently died of stab wounds. The LA Fire Department initially said a 78-year-old man and a 68-year-old woman were found dead inside a property in the Brentwood neighborhood without identifying the victims. And then it became known, of course. Brentwood, of course, also the O.J. Simpson location, right? Didn't he live around Brentwood? And the murder was in like a mile from his house. That he got away with legally, of course. The case against Nick Reiner, 32, will be presented to the LA County District Attorney's Office for consideration on Tuesday, according to the city's police department. So that's today. Robbery and homicide are investigating the situation. They worked through the night in this case and are able to take into custody Nick Reiner, a suspect in this case, calling the deaths a very tragic incident. Yeah. So before we get on to Trump's little response there, obviously seems that young Nick has had a lot of mental health problems, and I think CNN here have got like, his mental struggles with addiction. Yeah, it's relevant, I guess, but let's not be having any sympathy for people struggling with addiction and then killing their own parents. I think we should end that sympathy there, shall we? Maybe do more while he's alive. But yeah, so lots of people obviously love these movies. I mean, we can have a quick look at them now. Spinal Tap, legendary. It's one louder, mate. All in the Family, Princess Bride, Spinal Tap 2, still haven't seen that. Stand By Me, an absolute classic. I watched it about 6 months ago. When Harry Met Sally, it's for the girls, isn't it? But I've heard it was good. Misery, pretty good adaptation of a Stephen King book. Don't know if he likes it. A Few Good Men, You Can't Handle the Truth. He was involved with Wolf of Wall Street, The Bucket List. He was also a producer, right? Flipped, and So It Goes. Don't know most of those, to be honest, but there's loads of films. Awesome amounts of joy that he's brought to the world, and his own son allegedly decides to mess it up. I've actually got Trump's tweet here. So now lots of people immediately went, Reiner, he's very sad, very, very sad loss. Great guy. Does seem like a nice guy as well. Excuse me. President Trump said, a very sad thing happened last night. I wish I could do his impression. I can't. A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling, was he struggling? I don't think so. But once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife, Michele. And this is where it gets insane. Reportedly, due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy, in all caps, by his raging obsession with President Donald J. Trump, third person, of course, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness, and with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, may Rob and Michele rest in peace. That is mental. That is a mental thing for the president to say, right? And we know he's mental, and it's sometimes I think, he's quite funny, but he's mad, right? That is mad. That is mad. Rest in peace. He didn't like me. All in the third person as well. I mean, calling himself President Donald J. Trump, a fucking absolute maniac. But yeah, I need to watch that new Spinal Tap. What else was he involved in? The Bear. I guess he's producing this stuff, right? Sleepless in Seattle. American President. Yeah, LBJ. A bunch of shit. So quite a prolific Hollywood guy. Seems like a nice guy. Believe he made a movie with his kid as well. Don't know. Didn't follow the Reinerverse, to be honest with you. Let's see if we can find that out live. Being Charlie is a 2015 American film directed by Rob Reiner and written by Nick Reiner and Matt Elsifon. I suspect Matt Elsifon, whoever he is, did most of the writing there. The film stars Nick Robinson. I think it's about his struggles with addiction as well, right? So listen, it is a sad case, and I'm sure he did go through a lot of bad stuff, and sometimes you make mental decisions when you're in the pits, shall we say, or in the throes of whatever, but you have to be taking responsibility, unless you are clinically insane, which he's probably not, hopefully. I'm sure there will be, should we have done more? Probably should have done more, but while he's alive, don't then go, oh, poor little Nick. Poor little Nick had to go and stab his parents. Probably multiple times. These crimes of passion normally aren't just one, are they? Yeah, so they filed charges against him, basically. So, yeah, very sad. I believe Billy Crystal was seen walking around with his wife in the neighbourhood in the immediate aftermath as well. Seems like a very popular guy. I mean, he was partying at Conan's house, so he must have been. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. What do you think about all this? I think to hell with Hollywood and raising shithead kids that probably are never grateful to the position that they've been born in. I think the grandfather was also in the business as well, right? I got a lot of fame to live up to. Give me some heroin and then a knife, and I'll do something with a knife. I think I'm getting weird enough. He looks mental. Look at his eyes. Hopefully. Anyway, we've got to say allegedly at this point. He has been charged, obviously. We'll see what happens. Maybe if the glove don't fit and all that stuff, we'll see another acquittal. But I think it was probably pretty obvious. I guarantee the family knew. The daughter knew immediately, saying, you fucking cock, Nick. It was Nick. I don't know whether he was in the house having a public argument. He's mental. Yeah, probably not the brightest of sparks as well. It probably wasn't a particularly well-planned murder. So I'm sure we'll find all that out as we go on. But anyway, give us a subscribe if you like. I'll be doing a lot more now on this channel because I've been a little bit, you know how life is, guys. You know how life is. Rest in peace, Rob Reiner. I think I'll go and watch Spinal Tap 2 at some point soon, and hopefully it's good. But even if it's not good, I still wouldn't be happy about that. Seems like a sad thing. I'll see you later.